Do you feel like your gameplay can go from this to this in a blink of an eye? Do you feel like you come across toxic people almost every game? Well, me too. Guess we're all just fucked. Alright, so in today's video, hold on a minute. It's much better. Today's video, we're going to be covering over a game that I had a couple of days ago where I came across a toxic person, how I dealt with them, some inconsistent in my gameplay, starting off very hot and then going down to very cold, decisions that my teammates made and I made, that were good and bad, just covering why I made the decisions and what I learned from them. And this video's overall goal is to help people get better at the game by figuring out how to analyze their gameplay and just how to deal with toxic people. This round, they decided to rush A and I was playing at B, so it took me a little bit to rotate over, but once I got there, we were in a 4v3 situation. This meant that they were either going to be U-Haul or short, so since there's only two spots they can peek us at, I smoke one of them being U-Haul. 2 seconds, I'm gonna smoke out U-Haul.
Smoke's down. Right between the eyes.
One U-Haul, for sure, pushing mine.
One enemy remaining.
Fine.
Nice job.
Everyone meet. Brain damage. Now keep in mind, this isn't even the toxic person. Like, this is just my annoying teammate that throws out slurs and is incredibly annoying. Did I mention that? Getting back into the gameplay, I'm holding hookah on round 2 with a Spectre. It's a SMG, so you want to be a little bit closer range because the damage isn't that high and you want to make sure to aim for the head, and the recoil is kind of crazy. Let's see how it goes. Need help in there?
Nah, I'm sitting. They're worried though.
I'm worried for you. Bomb down hookah.
I'm in on this way.
Another one hookah.
They're both outside hookah, 2 at least.
Something I'd like to point out that this Phoenix tech that I thought was really good was he was baiting for his teammate being the Raze over on the left side. You can see when I'm pushing through, he just peeks out for a quick second, shoots, says, look at me. I come out and get shot by the Raze in the back. They're not going to win the round, but what they're doing is they're trying to destroy the economy a little bit more to make sure that we have to keep buying to keep our money as low as possible. That's kind of what you're looking to do on eco round, is either A, plant the bomb so you can get extra money. Win the round obviously is amazing, but you're also just looking to hurt the enemy's economy as much as possible. So the next round I decided to kind of step out of my comfort zone. I know the shotguns can be incredibly effective in hookah, and I've been destroyed by them many a times, but I don't use shotguns that often, so I said screw it. I really felt like running with a bulldog, didn't have enough for a guardian or a vandal or a phantom, so they actually do end up rushing hookah pretty quickly, and they nade me out, and as I'm retreating, I actually make a crucial mistake that I don't even think needs to be explained. You'll see it.
Smoke's down. Molly.
Don't run into bullets. Though even though our man Braindead got himself a triple kill with a scout or a marshal, we weren't able to take out the rest of them after they planted the spike and the rest of us fell. And he had these encouraging words to say.
The only one that gets a kill, and it's all with a scout. You guys are useless.
I appreciate the consistency of your name though. Like, it just kind of gives people a warning.
Somebody uses that insult every
Damn,
game.
bro. I've never heard that. Just stand up.
Then all I could do is sit there and think to myself, if every game someone makes that comment, do you start to like put things together and how you're acting? And what's crazy is the Phoenix that feels like he was a duo or a friend of his seemed like a pretty reasonable guy, but he was hanging around this other brain dead dude that just spouts out random slurs and awful and never helpful things on the mic. And all I could think of to this Phoenix is just like, why do you associate with this guy? This is called falling into trolls. And what I did very soon after fixed everything. I muted him. In this round, I tried to do a Bucky again, and well, it doesn't go so well.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Bomb gets planted at A, and we have 2 people up against their 1, and it's a Cypher. Now, something I want to point out that I think was really smart done by ManBuns is where he expects the Cypher to be, but it actually doesn't work out that well. At least I thought it was smart. You'll see a camera pop up, and in theory, if that Cypher were to pop up that camera, the only angle that he could have popped it up at would be in U-Haul, but the Cypher already had it there, and he just hit the E button again to pop it up, and it didn't work out well. And sadly, he also might have ran out of bullets. We're sitting on the 5th round, and I'm still completely broke. This is what I get for buying Bucky twice in a row. I blame no one but myself. It sounds like they're coming A, so we decide to stack it a little bit because, well, you're on eco round. We are a 4v3. You kind of just need to bet it all on black, because if you're just trying to hold one-on-one type of angles, they have guns, you don't. You're not going to win it. I don't think any words need to be spoken here about the mistake that I make. One, you haul.
One enemy remaining.
This guy's insane.
Ah, yes. Finally, I have a Phantom. A gun. I'm ready to use it. I hear a lot rushing up hookah, so I decide to throw up a smoke and even an ult. I'm ready to make some frags, my friend. And I get one. And then something happens.
And none jumped out. One more.
Molly. Hot shot.
Too long.
Love it, dude. So there were multiple things I did wrong. Actually, real quick, watch this. Nice shot. That was pretty sick, right? So things I did wrong there is when the tripwire hit up on long, I was already pre-aiming there and wasn't pre-aiming at hookah. And this made it so I had to move my crosshair just a little bit more than I should have needed to if I was already pre-aiming there. And it caused me to take some damage. And second, when I peeked down long and I shot at the sage, when I retreated, I should have retreated back into sight. Putting myself in that corner is an okay thing to do if you make no noise and they don't know you're there, but it's not a good thing if they have like a Phoenix to throw a molly, if they have a Raze to throw her blast charge at you. I was already low, just bad move all around. But holy hell was I just distraught. Like I finally got a gun. We're on the 6th round and I get 1 kill. Like I think I'm like 4 and 5 right now. Like, oh God, it just does not feel good. Sadly, things don't go much better over on the next round because our team gets wiped out in A and we try to maybe see if we want to do something on A. I have my gun again, but I'm completely broke, so I'm leaning more towards saving. But if we can get a pick from someone being aggressive, you can see me just kind of waiting for them to push, then we go for it. But after Man Buns gets taken out, I go for a save. As I'm retreating, I see someone get hit by the tripwire. Should be a pretty easy kill here, and I hear a teleport, so I know there's another one in hookah.
Shot. Still got it.
I was in a 1v5 situation. I wanted to save, so I went towards the opposite side. He ran around like an idiot, making all the noise, allowing me to get an easy kill. And his first instinct is to make fun of me. Isn't that great? And that last sentence just resonated with me. You needed that gun bad. Like, you needed that gun bad, huh? You're not getting any kills, you need a gun. Well, yeah, duh, you need a gun to kill things. But, oh, did the irony hit on this next round.
Fires out.
Forcing him out. I'm done, hookah.
On top of the box.
You will not kill my ally. One enemy remaining. Hey.
Well, I'm glad I saved that gun. Now bear in mind, I have said nothing in all chat. I have not interacted with this man whatsoever. And he says LMFAO, baiting triple bad word, what is a 5-letter bad word? I have no idea what he's trying to say, but where was the baiting? Was the baiting me shooting the ulted target of the res? Then yeah, I guess. This is why you don't interact with these types of people, because they will always find a way to just be a dick. I say don't be a dick. I say have a good game, but you're always gonna have a dick. So just focus on the good game part. All right, so this is a couple of rounds later and I kind of pop off again. I go down long to bait the ult orb, but I hold it a little bit too long and I almost get killed by the Cypher. Definitely just want to tap that as soon as possible and reposition yourself so you're not waiting in the crosshair.
Might have jumped out. No?
That's 3
One enemy remaining.
Why did they even run towards me?
and 4.
I got way too cocky there. I wanted to get another ace. You caught me. So in this next round, Phoenix suggests that I go A because they're probably not going to try to go B again. They're on save rounds, so I know they're not going to have that good of long range damage. They might have a Deagle or a Sheriff, but I figured I have a Phantom, I have full armor, I can give this peek off. Pretty much they're putting this confidence in me, and I'm feeling confident, so I peek short. It doesn't go well. Now I went from the beginning of this game being complete, just utter trash to myself. Like I was super down on it and I just wasn't able to get any kills. And then I got like an ace and then almost another ace. And they're like, go A, you can kill everything. And then I get 1 deked. And it feels like all that working up that I had was just gone. Like I built, and it's gone. It's because this game is hardcore in my opinion. It's a mental attitude. It's a mental state. You need to be confident in your movement. If you're not confident, you're going to be much easier to kill. You're going to make bad plays. It's just overall not going to go well for you. Now, there's such of a thing as being overconfident, like trying to peek down hookah with a long range pistol, trying to get an ace. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. Maybe just reloaded your gun. But holding bad angles and not peeking at all and allowing the team to just kind of walk up on certain sites is just overall going to make the game much harder for your team. Next pistol round, I told myself fresh slate. That's what you want to tell yourself every round. It's a fresh slate, 100% confidence. But sadly, I wasn't able to hit my shots, and Raze took me out and gave me the old classic teabag. Woo! That right click went everywhere.
Oh,
Disrespect.
disrespect.
Now, throughout the rest of the game, my whole gameplay just went downhill. I was making simple mistakes like peeking long range with a pistol, or not listening to sound cues.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, man. Or just not checking corners.
She's in the U-Haul smoke.
Now, our man Braindead decided to try to bring this back by pulling off the old bait and switch. Well, not really a switch, but he was in a 2v1 and he rezzed one of our dead teammates, waited for the person to shoot at them, and then peeked and killed them. It was a good play. It gave us the win that we needed because we just kept losing over and over again.
Last player standing.
Now, keeping up with our trends of bad moves and bad plays, we get over to A. It's a 3v4, and I have the bomb, so I go for a plant. There's a wall there. Everything's feeling good. I make multiple mistakes right here. Let's see if you can count them.
Open up the sky.
Close right. You're by yourself, right?
Do you see what they are? One of them's obviously my crosshair placement. I was aiming at U-Haul when I had a teammate in U-Haul. Not good. The other two mistakes was I wasn't able to use the firewall when it was thrown up to be able to get into a different position because that position is just not good. And I had my ultimate that I used a little bit too early, but if I would have saved it, gotten to short, gotten to U-Haul, somewhere around there, I can trade with one of them and stay alive. I could ult when they try to defuse and I would have had a much better time. This next round is rough. Any little morale that I had was shattered.
Joke's over. You're dead.
This fucking sucks. God damn it. Oh god, I'm gonna go fucking blast. Yep, saw that coming. And then it's just a downward spiral for the rest of the game. Whoa. Fuck. And on the last round, I was struggling to keep it together, but sadly, spoiler alert, it doesn't go well. While you're watching this tragedy come to an end, I just want to talk about what I probably should have done to help me better be in a mindset that involves winning, a winning mindset. I think from the very get-go, when dealing with that person who was being just obnoxious and annoying, I let it get to me, and what I need to do is mute. Each person is different. If you could just deal with that randomness and just obnoxiousness, just let it go through, because muting them does hurt overall because you can't hear their call outs, but it was worth it for me. You just can't let people get in your head. That Raze talking smack and then me acing them the next round when he's like, oh, you needed that gun. That felt really good, but it also felt like it was putting me up on the spot where it's like, okay, now I'm pretty good at this game and people are expecting good things out of me, and then I just don't perform. Performance anxiety, kind of. Take each round as a new one. Play each one the best you can. And if you screw up, just learn from your mistakes. I mean, hell, I learned a lot watching this video. I knew I made mistakes in this game, but watching it again, it was just like, okay, I definitely know what I need to work at. So if you are struggling to get better at the game and you just feel like you're just hard stuck somewhere, if you have the ability, record your own gameplay. Hopefully they add in a replay function so you don't, some people don't have good enough computers to be able to record and play at the same time. But studying your own gameplay is huge in self-improving. And when talking to people, just mute them or ignore them. I know that I've said that before and I know it's super obvious, but it is an art. It's not something you can just pick up and do. You have to work on it. I know. Anyway, I think it's time for me to head out of here. While you're waiting for this new video, you should definitely hit that like and subscribe button to let YouTube know you like my videos, and it helps me out a ton. And hey, if you ever want to see me playing live, you can always check out my stream. The Twitch link is down in the description. As always, remember, don't be a dick. Have a good game. Bye-bye.